Okay, guys, we are live now. This is Aman, and we're officially live right now. I hope enough of you guys joined on today's webinar. We're going to be talking about my trading strategy and how I've changed for months to come and years to come, probably. Every strategy you shift towards some time and different markets and how you incorporate um, when it doesn't work till times and time when you have several losses to come. Once if you have like two or three losses on your trades, at least like 3 to 5 or something like that in a row, you start reflecting and you start seeing what to do next. So um, I will be looking at right now. I think I am looking towards sector wise what stocks to trade. I think I'll go towards gold right now. But let's look at the markets overall. Dow Industrial Average hit 18,000, 195 points on the Dow. That was prompted by the jobs report, 287,000 versus 185,000 estimate, I think, beat by a landslide margin and a margin that prompts to when are you going to do a rate hike or not, and puts that back into question, even though a lot of Brexit fears and a lot of things have been happening towards the market that self-reflect what are we going to do rate hike. I don't believe we're going to do rate hike. Nonetheless, in the futures to come, this is this one job report, and when you have several not consistency like the last month, when it was in May, um, it starts to question whether it's gonna happen or not. So um, yeah, now now how do you trade on that? That's where I go on to gold. Um, you could do ETF wise, um, GDX, which is the miners, which is more risky, and I go towards that one. Or you could go to physical gold, which is GLD. Okay, let's look at GDX right now. What is that? It's at $30 roughly. So right now you may think that gold in a low rate environment that we're seeing, where interest rates are near 0% and almost negative, that you would go towards GDX. Um, but the rally has been really high right here. I think that we are definitely going towards overbought conditions in gold that we're seeing. But my strategy doesn't specifically holding it. Obviously, 1 month or so. The time frame of it is like day by day trading it, several tours like that, and yeah. So if you want even more, so right now it is kind of overbought. You probably go bearish right here. I think this would go probably even lower after this move. Um, but I'm surprised that even gold went up today, GDX, because the dollar should have isn't the dollar up today? Yeah, dollar's up in a little bit, 3 cents, and GDX and gold is up. So I'm surprised about that move today, even though we had a jobs report. Um, so day by day I look at it, and that's where I'm trading GDX, DUST, which is 3 times leverage if you want more, or Nugget. Now, if you want to get involved in my strategy, we have several members. It would cost $60 a month, but roughly we've been right a long time. We um a lot of people just get in and out. You do have some losses throughout, but are like the most like trades that we get right is around like 80, 75 to 80%. 80% of the trades right on GDX on terms of trading it. Probably around once per week, trading it, and at least you get that much. We get that much of patterns in the charts because some days you don't get the same type of patterns, and you don't trade on those days because you don't want to lose money. Definitely. But gold's rise has been really, really high overall, 102% year to date. But whatever you guys are trading in this market, whether it's not GDX, whether it's not GLD, um, some gold in general, what are you gotta know the charts definitely. You have to know what patterns are working in that and which ones are consistent, even though you may not see that pattern happening frequently, but being patient to wait and then initiating when that time happens. And that just goes to looking at towards virtual trading and looking at your technical indicators, whatever you have, RSI or Bollinger Bands or stuff like that. There's some people who make money trading on penny stocks, trading pumps and dumps, and that that works for some people. And there's some people who um, look at Nasdaq stocks like Apple, Google, Microsoft, stuff like that, IBM, and trade those. And you have to, and forex too. There's a lot of people in forex. You have to know where to go and where to put your money in, and how to know where to go. So this is the toughest market. Yeah, a lot of people lose money. A lot of it, and and it's sadly people not learning from their mistakes, and they're doing the same thing over and over and losing money. That's why you have to change. That's why you have to know when to change. You have to go to your strategy, and that's what I've been doing. And we're trading gold now, and we've been doing great consistently, making money, even though you have sometimes losses. So you have to know when to change. Um, you have to know if the pattern, how long it's consistent or not, and how many days it's been working. And three, I think that um, you have to cut losses obviously when the trade has not been working. And I'm kind of struggling with that too because sometimes you do get that big loss and then you put all of your gains have been getting rid of effectively. So that's what it is. And to get involved in my program, you could email me again at amanomar12 at gmail.com, and I'll put that in the link. And just comment below or actually on the YouTube video say I want in or not. Um, it would cost $60 a month to get in, but effectively, if you're doing it by yourself and free, you have to know those things that I said, that you have to change when necessary, and know what markets you're trading in. Right now, I think we're sort of we've been in a long bull market still. Does your strategy even work in a bear market? A lot of people lose in bear markets, and because it's tough and you see everything down. But some people are shorting and then making money alongside. So you have to know when to buy and when to sell your stuff, trading it wise. Um, and it's very, very tough because you don't even see hedge funds making money in general. Only up like 1% or so, 2%. You don't see that much on it. Um, and that's for like a year. That's how bad they are performing wise, and you need to do better than that, obviously. But and take the risk amount of your trade. You can't go all the time 180, 60% of your money. Could go around 30 though, 20, 40%. But that's like you see your setup to go with and pattern. Use your chart setups wisely on a virtual trading account. There's some that are, I believe, up down. I saw that .com where you get that was like way back where they offered even money. I think for a little bit if you beat the S&P average, because they're saying they were that little people that can't even beat the S&P average. And I think the more you beat it, the S&P, the more you make money to them. They'll actually give you real cash on it, whichever you're trading. So that's pretty cool on there. And there's several iPhone apps that have virtual trading where you could make your strategy on what to decide. Um, so that's what it is. Um, and let's see what else. I hope you guys are watching this and learning a few things. It's been a very, very crazy again market. Um, that market, I don't know if it's gonna go up more than this. People say what it's gonna do next. Maybe yeah, because the trend is just starting. But just ignore the market and know what you're trading again and seeing it through. Um, because it's very dangerous and one thing could like screw it all up basically for you. Um, so GDX is one. GLD I think is for gold if you're trading like I'm doing. You see the GLD is go down than the GDX. So that makes more sense. Because dollar's good. I think up and the jobs report was really good. So yeah, and year to date, GLD is only up 24.65%, while GLDX is up 102%. Quite the discrepancy. So we go towards this, and what are we trading for? People are more likely go with Nugget, or these are the three times we're just holding it one day or so and out. Um, not the long term, not 1 month, 2 months. Because anything could happen, and there could be some sort of decay along the way. Uh, and if you want to go bearish gold miners, which I believe has been crushed lately, year in a year, it's been down 95% for $6. You can make a lot of money in dust since it's sort of like a penny stock, maybe trading dust from the nut or one nugget or whatever. Um, these have quite a moves daily and out. Roughly, you could see like a 5% gain on average of the day, and it doesn't move like slowly like Apple and stuff like that. Where that's the beauty of my strategy. Also, where you don't see that, where you see kind of a move more. The predictability of my strategy, um, how it does is, I think really accurate or so than other ones, and I think they're easy, but you don't see obviously as much, but I think it's good. You can't trade every day. Um, Brokers want you to trade every day, but you can't trade every day. It's foolish to think that. Um, Anyone will tell you that, and they're just making commission every time $7 on everyone, and that's how they want you to trade more. But it's effectively the wrong thing to do. and would not validate success at all. It's pretty stupid, I think. Um, so those are the three assets, but GDX that I'm trading and members are Dust, Nugget, and UGT. So I'm not trading GLD, but we probably go with Dust and NGT again for the move and effectability. So if you guys have any questions, you have to always tell me in the bottom of the YouTube video. This is a shift to my strategy on what we're doing right now, and say you want in or not. Again, if you want in on my strategy, it would cost roughly $60 a month, but the accurate of my strat how accurate my strategy is and how it could change whatever market you are, bull or bear, and how quick and easy it is and how safe it is makes it a opportunity that I think you should get in, and you could have a free trial where this is 10-day free trial. You could, if you buy the 60 month, you could get your money back if you don't approve of this of any kind, and then it's pretty much safe for you. Um, it's a win-win opportunity, I think, and and you would start making money consistently with my strategy, I believe. So if you guys again comment below, I want your questions more. I want to know everyone and what trading style are you doing? What assets are you trading? What are you doing in this market? Are you just trading anything based on the chart? You could go to any asset or whatever class. Um, like this vid. If you want more, again, I won't be doing that much YouTube videos anymore. This was just to say what my strategy is. But if you want in again, you could say I want in. And with that said, um, thank you guys for watching this live YouTube webinar. And until next time, Amon is signing out.